Greetings, everybody. I am Agatha Varshenka, and welcome back to the Sanctuary. First of all, my apologies for not doing an episode last week. I was actually a little sick and also got caught up with a lot of different things going on. One of them being I've started a blog, which is somewhat similar to the Sanctuary, except I guess you could call it a little more edgy. I have actually put the details in the description of this video, so if you're curious, please feel free to check that out. Also, I do a lot of mentoring with specifically trans youth, and that's actually kept me busy, especially in light of current events and whatnot. So, again, I apologize for not having an episode last week, but I was thinking of all of you. And, well, here we are today. So, I would like to talk about self-control. Kind of an interesting topic. You know, I've talked a lot about accountability and whatnot. A lot of you who know me outside the Sanctuary, you know, maybe you follow my music page or some of my more political stuff or whatever, know that I use that word a lot. You know, holding officials accountable, holding, you know, public service people accountable, holding friends accountable, family, etc. There's so many ways of accountability, but today I want to talk about the most important accountability, and that's the accountability to oneself. That's me holding myself accountable, that's you holding yourself accountable. And that's a very important thing, especially nowadays with so much going on. I think we should all use everything going on along with this being the new year. By the way, happy Chinese New Year, the year of the rooster. Now's a great time. You know, better now than later to start your own personal accountability campaign. Because, you know, there's a lot of words like revolutions and all resistance and this and that being thrown around, but the most important thing to remember is the greatest revolution has to start within. You know, and that goes far beyond politics and all that. That goes just on being a good person, you know, being the best you can for people around you, for the world around you, and being the best you can for yourself. That being said, I actually want to also bring up addictions. I bring this up because I'm having a personal struggle with this. You know, I would like to reveal that I've been a very heavy smoker for quite a few years, and I very recently quit. I've been waiting myself off, and I finally made the clean break the other day. And this is the second full day that I've not had cigarettes. And, you know, it's been very hard. It's been extremely hard. I've really been struggling with withdrawals, but, you know, I feel good inside, too. Emotionally, I feel great. It's like a weight's been lifted off of me. The other thing is, like, I was kind of in a pattern of drinking very heavily, where, you know, at one point, I even had a designated time where I would drink a bottle of wine every night, and I would designate that with the appearance of being responsible and getting my work done first. But in reality, that's not responsible. You know, now, unlike the cigarettes, I have no desire to completely swear off drinking, but what I have been swearing off is my dependence on it. You know, rather than it being something just to have fun with friends or kick back for a second, you know, I was becoming way too dependent on it, where it was literally part of my routine, and I've been cutting that off as well. And this has all been very hard, and it's been the way I've been holding myself accountable because, I've let a lot of people down because of these vices. I let a lot of you down because of them, and yeah, if I want to change the world, I gotta change myself. And that goes for all of us. And if any of you have an addiction story you want to share, you're looking for support on conquering it, please email me at Agatha Varshenka at gmail.com or comment below. Uh, we'll word this together. This is what the sanctuary is all about. It's not about judgment or me telling you how you should live your life or you telling me how I should live my life or anything like that. We're all here together. That's why it's a sanctuary. This is a forum, a community, sort of an online family of sorts. I'd like to think of it as an online family to me. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Addictions, when you hear the word addiction, of course you immediately think of alcohol or illicit drugs or cigarettes or food or whatever. There's a lot of other addictions too, a lot of more emotional, there's having the addiction to self-loathing, where you can't ever get out of that mindset of getting down on yourself even when things are good. And for that, I do have a video on that. It was actually the first episode ever made, Finding Self-Love. Feel free to look that up if you do struggle with that. Some people have an addiction to anger. That's like all they feel. Just they could be happy, but they're gonna find a way to make it angry. That addiction to rage, to bottled up rage, or the addiction to going through people, like meeting people, having all these friends, kicking them out, making new friends. These are all things that I have actually seen meeting different people. I've seen people with these sorts of addictions, and that's sort of an addiction that's never talked about, but I think it should be. And again, if that applies to you, let's talk about it here. Again, we're all here for each other. So, and all of this does hold us back. It's all a ball and chain that holds us back from doing our best for ourselves, for those around us, for the world we live in. It's all connected. And so that's, in my honest opinion, the best self-accountability there is. That, and also knowing when to step up and step back, too. There's a time you have to be active, you have to take charge, you have to always be there, but you can't always take that mindset. There are times you have to let somebody else take control of the situation. There are times you need to be a self-starter. There are times you need to be willing to reach out to others. That's something I actually struggle with too. Is that a lot I kind of get this whole I'll do it myself, I don't trust anybody else mentality. That's not good. And this is something else I hold myself accountable for. And most of all, it's always just being aware of your actions, and always striving to do better tomorrow. Be better tomorrow than today. And that's how it's done. That's how moving forward it's done. having that self-love, knowing your faults but not getting down on yourself over them, just learning from them, embracing them, moving forward from them, learning from them. So, yeah, and of course, if you have anything to say on self accountability, it doesn't have to just be about addictions. Just the entire topic of self accountability, because I'm really curious to see how the rest of you interpret that. You can comment below, send me an email, agatha@gmail.com. Let's have a good discussion about it, because this is a topic I want to see more people discuss, more people address, because it's a beautiful topic. That being said, go out there and let's all make a vow to ourselves and to each other to keep getting better. Be better than yesterday. And of course, as always, you have a topic idea for me to cover, write that down, talk to me, and I'll cover it. In the meantime, I am and will always be Agatha Varshenka, and I'll see you next week.